Bonjour à tous. This is Miss Laurent speaking. Euh, alors, je vous souhaite à tous une très bonne année 2021. I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope you had a good break. So this is our first lesson for this first week back. Make sure you write down the correct date. I've put them all there on the PowerPoint. Alors, écrivez la date et le titre et soulignez avec une règle. Make sure you don't forget the two accents in the title and the punctuation. Ok, alors les objectifs aujourd'hui sont de comprendre le vocabulaire sur le thème de l'organisation d'une soirée, d'une fête. On va réviser le futur. On va utiliser ce vocabulaire appris dans des exercices d'écoute et de compréhension écrite. Et enfin, on va évaluer nos progrès et on va se donner des objectifs pour s'améliorer. So these objectives are for this whole week. I've said them in French, but you've got them in English on the screen. Ok. Alors, on va commencer. So remember that I'm going to go through the whole PowerPoint, but every time you've got a task to do, make sure you pause this video to have time to do the activity. Ok. Alors, premièrement, on va apprendre le vocabulaire. So, il faut écrire tous les verbes qui sont dans la boîte en bleu. So copy down all the verbs from the blue column. And next to them, make sure you write down the correct phrase amongst the ones in the green box. Okay, they're in the wrong order. You need to work out the meaning of the words to be able to match the verbs in blue with the end of the phrase in green. For example, envoyer means to send. So looking at all the possible endings for this phrase in the green box, what do you think should follow after envoyer? Usually for a party we send invites. So your first line should be envoyer des invitations. Okay? Des invitations. And then go on, carry on. Acheter. Acheter means to buy. So have a look at the whole list and see what should go after acheter. Start with the ones that you are sure about, and with the other ones, you'll be able then to work out what matches what. As an extension, create other phrases to talk about organizing a party. Ok? Vous avez 4 minutes pour faire ça. You've got 4 minutes to complete this task. Pause now because I'm going to continue. Okay, so here are the answers. Voici les réponses. Envoyer des invitations. Try to repeat the phrases after I say them so that you practice pronunciation. Envoyer des invitations. Acheter de la nourriture et des boissons. Acheter de la nourriture et des boissons. Télécharger de la musique. Télécharger de la musique. Décorer la salle. Décorer la salle. Préparer le buffet. Préparer le buffet. Célébrer mon anniversaire. Célébrer mon anniversaire. Apporter du Coca-Cola. Apporter du Coca-Cola. Passer chercher quelqu'un. passer chercher quelqu'un, nettoyer après la soirée, nettoyer après la soirée et organiser une fête. Organiser une fête. So correct your work. And now, so we've got all these phrases. You need to translate them into English. Traduit en anglais. Okay. So if you don't have space next to them, put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you write your translation underneath. Okay. I'm giving you 5 minutes to do this. You can use word reference, but do not use Google Translate. Okay, pause now and I'm going to continue. Voici les corrections. Envoyer des invitations is to send invites, invitations. Acheter de la nourriture et des boissons is to buy food and drinks. There's another word for food in French, which is l'alimentation or les aliments. You may have heard this word as well. Nourriture is a sort of cognate because you can see nourish in there. Next one, télécharger de la musique, to download music. In French, we say to download off the music. Don't forget de la. It's strange, but that's how we say it. Décorer la salle, to decorate the room. Préparer le buffet, to prepare the buffet. Célébrer mon anniversaire, to celebrate my birthday. We've got lots of cognates, as you can see. Celebrate, prepare, buffet, decorate. Then apporter du Coca-Cola, to bring some Coca-Cola. Passer chercher quelqu'un, to go and pick up someone. Nettoyer après la soirée, to clean up after the party. Organiser une fête, to organize a party. Now, take a few minutes to check your spelling in both languages, because sometimes you also make mistakes in your own language, in English. So take the time to really proofread everything. Don't forget the accents in French. They change the way you say the letter. They're very important in the GCSE. And don't forget the apostrophe in the word quelqu'un. The apostrophe is not an accent. It only indicates that quelque ends with an E that we actually drop to make a link between quelque and un. Every time you have an apostrophe, it indicates that there is a letter that has been dropped in order to link the two words together. That's the only reason for the apostrophe. It's not an accent. Okay, let's continue. Now let's use this vocab in listening and reading exercises. You will need to log on to Kobodo now, and you need to go to, on the book, Allez 2. Allez 2. Il faut aller à la page 3, exercice 3, pardon, page 94. It should look like this. It's this exercise. Alors, lis l'invitation et réponds aux questions en anglais. So read this invitation and answer the questions in English. First answer is there. It's been done for you. Take the time to read carefully and answer the questions. You have got 3 minutes to do this. Now pause because I will continue. Ok, voici les réponses de l'exercice. So A, Saturday, 21st of June. B, it starts from 6 p.m. and finishes at 11 p.m. C, in the school's foyer. D, it costs €3. E, the decoration of the room, the shopping, and the music. And F, drinks, cakes, crisps, fruits, and pizza. Ok, on continue. Still on Komodo, you need to go to page 95, page 95. On va faire l'exercice 4. Now, this one is a listening. So if you click on the exercise, you should be able to listen to the audio file on Kabuto. And you need to choose from the box the words to fill in the gaps in the dialogue. So you should do this by listening to the audio file and also by using your grammar knowledge. That in some gaps, there are words that would not go in. They would not fit in because it would not make sense. Yeah. For example, in the first gap, you've got la in front of what is likely to be a noun here. Okay. If you've got la in front of it, it is going to be a feminine noun. Okay. So for sure, you already know that it can't be collège because collège is masculine. It's le collège. Okay. So listen carefully to the audio, but also use your grammar knowledge in French to fill in the gaps. You don't need to copy the whole dialogue. Just write down 1, 2, 3 up to 8 and write down your answer next to it. Listenings in GCSE are with 2 recordings. You get to listen to the audio file twice. So I suggest that you do this the same way as in the exam. Listen to it twice. Okay, off you go. I'm going to continue. So here are the answers. Number 1 was fête. 2, vacances. 3, soir. 4, danser. 5, collège. 6, acheter. 7, boisson. 8, chercher. Okay, so correct your work. Listen, I suggest that you listen to the audio file again and you follow what they say as they're saying it. If you practice reading a text or a dialogue as you are listening to it, it will help you with your own pronunciation, and it will help you to picture when you do a future listening exercise in an exam, you'll be more able to picture the words that are being said. I think if you struggle with listening, I think this is the best way to improve. Listening whilst reading the transcript. And also, if you struggle with listening, you need to study the vocab very well. If you know your vocab, you will be more likely to pick up the words that you hear. If you don't study your vocab regularly, listening exercises will be very, very difficult. So study regularly. Okay. Now, plenary, test yourself. How many phrases can you remember? So in order to do this, you need to close your book first. Fermez les cahiers. Now, can you remember how to say to send invites? To buy food and drinks? To download music? To decorate the room? To prepare the buffet? To celebrate my birthday? to bring some Coca-Cola, to go and pick up someone, to clean up after the party, and to organize a party. Try to remember all these phrases and study them for next lesson. Ok? C'est la fin de cette leçon. Nous continuerons avec ces objectifs dans la seconde leçon. Bon travail à tous. Si vous avez des questions, vous pouvez envoyer un message à votre professeur de français. If you've got questions, you can email your French teacher. Très bien. Au revoir.